when they put it in stuff. Oats, I need to be on me. Hello. Hello, greetings. The Art of Effortless Being webinar. We are a little bit short this evening. Several of our members have had life pull them away, which is exactly what this stuff is for, is dealing with those kinds of moments. But these two brave ladies here, Angela and Deanna, hello, have made it. And this is episode 4, right? And what we're going to do today is we're going to take all of these different tools that we've learned, and the simple way to figure them out is to just go back through, always start with relaxation. Relaxation moves us into sensation. Sensation, we then move into visualization, which visualization then affects our sensation. Concentration, meaning focus just on one thing. And then, of course, acceptance. Those 5 tools is everything that we've dealt with for the first 3 sessions. Okay, so tonight we're going to combine all those and see how we use them to actually deal with our own history, our own baggage, our own emotional fluctuations. So are you ladies willing to, pardon me, are you ladies willing to talk about emotional fluctuations this evening?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. What I want to do is I want to start with something small and go through the process so you ladies can see and, more importantly, feel how this process, which is called Emo Trance, it stands for Emotional Transformation. I want you guys to see how that process works with something relatively benign, maybe like an argument with your boyfriend or something like that. And then we'll move into something deeper that could connect to your childhood, could be your parents, could be whatever, and see how it works with something on that level. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're already on your balls. I'm on my my cushy stool. Get up tall and straight. And you're going to imagine your spine. As you inhale, you're going to imagine your spine floating up like a balloon. And with your exhale, you're going to feel all of your bones relaxing down. Let your muscles melt like butter as you exhale. Inhale, you're going to float up like a balloon. Exhale, let all of the joints, all of the muscles, all the tendons melt like butter. As your spine stacks on top of itself, feel that most natural alignment in your spine. As you inhale, you float. And as you exhale, you melt. Relax. How does your body feel when it relaxes? Inhale, floating up. Exhale, relaxing. Beautiful. Let your body float like seaweed as you breathe effortlessly. Now, as you breathe, notice what it feels like. Notice what the sensation of breathing is. Where do you feel your breath in your body? Notice that if you speed your breath up or slow it down, it affects the sensation. What happens when you slow your breath down? What does it feel like? And then what happens when you speed your breath up? Go even faster, move into breath of fire, which is inhaling and exhaling rapidly through the nostrils. Inhale deep, hold it, and notice what it feels like. Notice what tension feels like as it builds. Exhale, let everything melt. Notice every sensation in your body simultaneously, every cell. Accepting every sensation because every sensation is true, and every sensation is you. Now, using visualization, you're going to inhale up through the spine, all the way out through the crown. Exhale down all around in a big sphere. Inhale the breath up through the spine, out through the crown. Exhale down all around. With each inhale, let the breath rise a little bit higher. And exhaling down around a little bit wider, making this bubble bigger and bigger. Notice what that space feels like as your mind moves through it. Inhaling up through the spine, out through the crown, exhaling down all around. Now, using visualization, our capability of picturing something in the mind, we're going to picture numbers. Inhale 1, exhale 2. And we're going to count from 0 up to 60. And we're going to keep our attention on the numbers, allowing all other thoughts to fade. And inhale 1. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 4. 5. 6. As you approach or finish your 60, allow your awareness to shift from concentration into acceptance. Releasing control and merely allowing. What does acceptance feel like? Find acceptance in your breath. Find acceptance in your posture. Find acceptance in your heart. And slowly, gently open your eyes. Continue feeling acceptance. And continue accepting as you tell me what you were dealing with there, Deanna.
What I was dealing with?
Yeah.
What do you and when exactly?
It looked like you were saying something to Angela.
You scared us.
How did I scare you?
We were so zen, and then all of a sudden you say something, and we weren't expecting it, so we kind of jumped. We're like, I was like, I nearly peed myself.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
focused on the numbers.
Yeah, and then I was done with the numbers, and I was just breathing and feeling good. And then you said something, and I was like,
We both did.
yeah.
yeah, sorry. I always go slow. Like I breathe real slow, so my 60 seconds takes probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Were you able to make it all the way to 60, Angela?
Oh, yes, yep.
Was it hard?
No, it wasn't.
Awesome. And what happened with other thoughts as you were doing it?
I didn't have any other thoughts. I could see the numbers floating. Each time I would say a number in my head, the number would float by, and it was like the next number just came right on top of that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And did you struggle with your numbers at all, Deanna?
No, I didn't struggle counting or anything like that, and I didn't have any other thoughts going through my mind, just breathing and counting. There was nothing else.
Awesome. Okay, so guys, this is the main lesson of the 60-second meditation. And I wanted to ask you, did either of you practice this week?
Yes.
Awesome. Good job. And the fact that you practiced is what made it work better this time. What you get from that practice, and a lot of people don't understand it, or they feel like they can't do it, or like whatever. What happens with the 60-second meditation is you learn to control your focus and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this stuff starts to fizzle. The better you get at holding this stuff starts to fizzle. And you guys are actively experiencing that now with 1 week of practice, so that's awesome. Good job. And I assume you both sank into relaxation and sensation pretty easily.
Yes.
Okay, and you're feeling when you're doing your visualization, when you're breathing, feeling movement in the body. Awesome. Okay, so those are all of the elements we're going to need to do this process, which we call Emo Trance. Stands for Emotional Transformation. How it's going to work, I'm going to take one of you first, and this is actually perfect that not many could make it tonight because I was wondering if I was going to do this with everybody, but I can definitely do it with you two. I'm going to do one at a time. We're going to do a quick visualization in our heads to find an emotion that's connected to something recent that you can actually tangibly feel a reaction to, meaning you're having an emotional experience. We're going to find one of those, not a huge, big, life-changing one, but a small one that's real, And we're going to go through this process and see how your body's reaction to the memory, to the idea shifts. And then we'll go, once we both have an experience doing it, then we'll go a step deeper. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to sit up tall. Let your spine find that comfortable position where it's floating like seaweed. Go ahead and close your eyes, and on the screen in your mind's eye, I want you to see a movie of your life playing, but it's going to play in reverse from like right now, and you're going to let that movie play in reverse, and you're going to see all the images, hear all the sounds, and you're going to notice when you feel emotional connections to certain images. And you might notice that an image hangs in the frame. You might notice a sensation first. You might notice the image hang. You might notice audio. Notice the places where you can feel reactions. Notice the people involved. Notice the situations. Going back even as far as a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. Playing backwards. Have you found any images that stick?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you have an emotion that's connected to one of the images that's stuck?
Yep.
Beautiful. What's the emotion?
Mad.
Anger.
Anger.
Beautiful. And what is this memory? What is this image?
It's a student that I go to school with that crosses the boundaries.
Okay, and how do you see that student in your mind? How does that image present itself to you?
Pushy, very pushy.
But how do you see that in your mind? What does it look like?
Talking in my face.
So you see that person's face really close up in your face with their mouth moving?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. That's what we're going to call your trigger. Okay? And you're going to hold that trigger like you held your numbers. Okay, you're going to focus on that trigger, that image of this face, and you're going to tell me that emotion of anger, right? You know you're angry because you can feel it, right?
Yes.
Where do you feel it?
In my fist.
Fists.
Yeah.
Is that it? Anywhere else? If it's just in your fist, that's fine. How do you know you're angry? Because you can feel it. Where do you feel it? Hello, did we lose them? I thought she was zenning out. I totally thought she was like, oh. Okay, I don't know if I can re-invite them in or if they'll just jump back in. Let's do Angela. We'll re-invite. And Deanna will re-invite. And we'll see if this works. I can't emo trance her problem if I can't talk to her. That would be really awesome. If I could emo trance your problems without talking to you, that would make me like, I'd be like a psychic. I'd be like, what was the Caribbean woman's name? Oh, Mother Love or something like that. I'd be like her. I bet there's a way to do it. So She's angry. There's a student. Oh, I can't emo trance without feedback. Bummer. Oops. There's armpits. I love the armpits.
We lost you. My computer just like shut down.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got it started back again. We're looking at the UCam instead of you, though.
Yeah.
Please start UCam. Cyberlink.
What is?
I love that when you pop in, it's like armpits. Booyah.
Is the UCam? It's still showing there, right?
Still says Cyberlink UCam. Please start UCam.
Well, what's? Yep. Well, the camera was just on, and then it just. This is seriously.
Well, you know what? We can do this without me seeing you.
Okay. Well, this is irritating for me. You know what I mean?
I do, and now there's another you.
Well, that's weird.
Angela, and then one of the Angelas went away. No, it's okay. We can with this. I don't technically have to see you for this.
Is there another?
Okay, so are you ready?
Yep. Nope. Now it's just a picture.
Can you try it again?
Armpits.
Armpits.
Yeah, that's all it's doing, Deanna. Turn camera on. Okay, let's see if this will work.
You went back to armpits.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Ah, this computer's a piece of poo.
Okay, are you ready to shift
All right.
back into
Well, we can see you.
Okay, are you ready to shift back into acceptance? Oh, there you are.
All right, so we've got it propped up. I think the fan is going in it. The cooling fan,
Right.
because it gets used so much. There we go.
This is the craziest webisode ever. I love it.
Well, it just shows that we can be versatile.
Versatile, man. You got to be ready to flow. You got to be ready to flow.
You're on the little screen, and we're on the big screen, and I'm not sure why that is. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I'm not going to touch it, so if we...
Okay, perfect. And so you're coming back to center, spine floating again, remembering that trigger. Close your eyes, remember that trigger. And remember how you know that you're angry is because you feel it. Where do you feel it?
It was in my fists.
In your fist. Can you feel it now?
Not right this second.
Okay, so see that trigger again. See that person. See if there's a notion with that person that makes you feel it stronger.
Yes.
Okay, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
The trigger. Is it the same face right in front of you, or is it something different?
No, it's the same face.
Same face. Where do you feel the anger?
Now I feel it in my upper body.
Okay, how
It takes up my chest.
beautiful. Hold that trigger in your mind, just like we held the numbers. See that image clearly. And I want you to visualize the edges of that sensation, of that emotion. And I want you to let it start spinning any direction that it feels natural. Can you feel it beginning to spin?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. As it spins, let it get softer and let the edges become fuzzy. Let it get bigger and fuzzy, and as it expands, it's going to want to go in one direction or the other. See if you can feel what direction it wants to move.
To the left.
Follow it to the left. As it moves, let it get softer and flow more and more fluid. Follow it. Let me know where it goes after it goes left. Where is it moving to?
To my shoulder.
Follow it into your shoulder. Follow that anger. See that trigger. See that person and follow it. Where does it want to go? Where does it want to move to?
Right out my shoulder.
Now visualize it pouring out of your shoulder. Let all of the sensation go. Let all of the anger go. And let me know when you can feel that it's all gone. Let it all empty.
It's all gone.
Beautiful. All right, now come back to that original trigger. See that face and see if you can find that anger again. Can you find that anger?
I can't.
See if you can make it up. Can you pretend to be angry? Change the direction of his face, change the scene. Maybe there was a different time. Search for some reaction in you to this person. See if you can find it.
Got it.
Beautiful. Is it the same place?
No, it's in a different place.
Where is it?
It's in a parking lot.
No, I mean in your body. Where's the
Oh,
feeling?
in my body. It's in my stomach.
Beautiful. Can you feel what size it is?
It's not that big. It's small.
Wherever the boundaries are, use your breath. Let it start spinning any direction it wants to. As it spins, it gets softer, dissolves, and then feel which direction it wants to move. Hold that trigger. Where's it going?
In the back of my spine.
Beautiful. Follow it. Is it going up or down?
It's going to the right of the spine.
Follow it right. Where does it want to go?
In my hip.
Beautiful. Let it move all through the hip, wherever it needs to go. Follow it like the breath. And then where does it go?
It's going down my leg.
Let it go down. Let it drain down. Let it go all the way wherever it needs to go. And then feel where it's going next. Getting softer. Dissolving. Where's it going now?
Out my toes.
Beautiful. Feel it drain. Hold that trigger. Feel all of it drain. All the meaning, all the sensation draining away. Let me know when it's all gone.
It's all gone.
Beautiful. Now go back to that trigger again. See if we can find anything else connected to that person. Different day, different face, different words, different clothes. Any triggers?
Yeah, but it's not as big this time.
That's fine. What's the trigger? What do you feel at all? Same image, different image.
Annoyed.
Annoyed, okay? And is it the same image or a different image?
It's a different image.
Okay, see that image very, very clearly. Where do you feel the annoyance?
In my throat.
Throat. Let it spin, whatever direction it wants to. And as it spins, it gets softer, it expands. Let it expand and feel where it wants to go. Where's it going?
Out my mouth.
Let it all shoot out. Every word, everything that needs to be said, every meaning, every feeling conveyed. Let me know when it's all gone.
It's all gone.
Beautiful. Now see if there are any other triggers connected to this person. Any other reactions?
It's like there's a black wall.
And what is the black wall related to?
I don't know, but it feels empty.
And is that person in the black wall or near it or away from the black wall?
Behind it.
So there's a black wall in between you and the person.
Yep.
Okay, so see that big black wall and see the person behind the wall and very slowly pull that person towards you so they materialize through the wall. Let them gently teleport through the wall. And as they come through, you can let the wall dissolve as well. So now there's just that person there, in their fullness, in their truth. Can you see them in their truth?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And deep inhale. Deep exhale. And opening your eyes. How do you feel, hon?
Relieved.
Awesome. So tell me about what happened for you.
So what happened for me was, one, I go to school with this person, college with this person, and this person crosses the boundaries at school all the time. So for me, speaking up for myself, but them being pushy, so I speak up for myself and I say something, for instance, this person grabbed one of my research papers off a desk and took it with her and said she was going to look at it and correct it for me. And I said, no, it's my research paper. It's not for you to look at. It's not for you to have. So me saying, you need to give that back, and then stepping away from the room for a minute, and then coming back, class is basically over, so I grab my stuff and leave and forget that she's got it. So it's those boundaries that get crossed, and it's like, wait a minute, she still has it. So for me, it was just being really mad about things, and this person will text at 1:45 in the morning. My phone will have a text message on it about how she looked at one of her grades. Well, I don't care at 1:45 in the morning what your grade is. So it just causes this big conflict, so for me, bringing it forward and letting it dissolve and letting it go where it needed to go was like this big relief, this big dam that opened and just let go.
That's a beautiful analogy. And can you see how the pattern worked?
Yes, yes.
Nice. Think you could remember how to do that?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're going to do that in various capacities with different people with different issues, and I want you to pay attention to the patterns of what it's just really just a series of questions and simple directions, and it's all about finding the trigger, find the image that makes you feel the emotion the strongest, then hold that trigger, hold that image while you need to feel. And you just visualize it moving, and it moves, and it'll go wherever it wants to go. Like the energy knows where it wants to go, and when we stop repressing it, when we just start opening up to feel it, it goes wherever it needs to go very quickly. And then whatever it is that we were resisting isn't there anymore. And the circumstance, the person is still the same, but we don't create that internal reaction to it. Does that make sense?
Yes. And I could feel it move. I could feel it move.
Nice.
When it would go into my hip area and want to go down my leg and then out. And through the toes. It was like I could feel my toes relax and release. Like
Nice.
just letting all of that tension, that energy, that negative energy go with it.
Nice. Nice. And being able to witness that as clearly as you did is the reason we went through all of these tools for the past 3 weeks of relaxing, of sensing, of visualizing, so that now you guys have this like vocabulary not only of totally of feeling what you're feeling on different levels, and you're getting different compartments of how to feel things. And one thing I want to say really quickly before we jump into Deanna's brain box is, and I talked to Julie about this last week, a lot of like everybody's hesitancy to talk, to share, to give feedback. That's not a negative thing, but it's something that we have to address, because even in talking to her about it, and she is a therapist, she deals with people every day, she can see her tendency to speak and give feedback. And in her case, it was about not really knowing how to say what she wants to say. And I think that experience happens to all of us.
Yes.
When we begin having experiences on different planes of existence other than just three-dimensional. But every one of you guys, and if you watched last week's, which is episode 3, every one of you guys, when you just started talking, you all expressed your ideas and your sensations very clearly, okay? So I don't want you guys to, like when I ask for questions, I don't expect you to know what the answer is before you talk about it. I want you to give your space, I want you to give yourself space to just begin sharing things, okay? And trust that if you just, all you got to do is ask yourself a decent question and open up the space for the answer, and you'll just have answers and they'll just come, right? That's how I want you guys to let yourselves communicate, because that's how you're going to learn to hear what's happening inside, right? And I'm real happy about everything we've accomplished so far. So now let's keep going. You ready to do one, Deanna?
Yes.
Awesome. You're going to let yourself float up tall. Deep inhale. Exhale, letting your body relax. Inhale, floating up tall. Exhale, letting everything align. And then you're going to see your video screen in your mind's eye, like a projector or however you see images in your mind's eye. You're going to watch your life play on a screen in front of you, but it's going to go in reverse from right now all the way backwards through all day today, all the way backwards through yesterday. And you're just going to keep going backwards. And you're going to notice any images that hang. And you're going to notice any emotions connected to those images as you keep scrolling backwards. Don't let them hang too long. Just notice which ones hang. Notice which one have a charge. As you keep going backwards, you can go backwards months. You can go back maybe a year. 2 years even if you need to. So in that time period that you covered, did you have any images hang in your frame?
Not yet.
Not yet. No emotions connected to anything. Keep going back further then. You might have had an awesome last 2 years. Keep going backwards until you find an image that has a charge, a person that has a charge. I'm seeing some emotions in the body. Yeah, she's got some options. Question is, which one do you pick? Which memories have the strongest emotion connected to them?
These two people are equal, I think, in emotion, in caliber.
We'll just pick one. You got one?
Okay. Yeah, I've got one.
All right, now that person, what is the memory? What is the image? What do you see that makes you feel a reaction the strongest to them? What are they doing? How do you see them? Are they close? Are they far away? What's their expression?
Disapproving. A disapproving expression.
Okay, and are they close to you or far away?
They're close.
Very close to you, that disapproving expression. And where do you feel that in your body? Where do you feel that emotion?
In my neck.
Your neck. And what emotion would you call it? Are you still there? Did I lose you again? Did we lose you? Oh man. Hello? We usually don't have technical problems with Google Plus. It's a very, very robust, very good system. Are we back? Are you ladies there? But we're on Angela's computer, and my guess is it's her computer that's the problem, not Google Plus. Oh, are they popping back in? Hello?
Hello. We lost you again.
Yeah, we got you back. All right. I'm glad we didn't get cut off like midway, like when you were stuck inside of something.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
What emotion would you call the feeling you have when you see this image of this person, this disapproving look?
Is it just the one? Do I have to feel one first?
Yep.
Feel two, but
Two. What are they?
disapproving, disappointed rather, and a little bit of sadness there.
Okay, let's do disappointed first. See that face? See that face? Feel the size and shape. Can you feel the size of it?
Yes.
Visualize it begin to spin any direction that feels natural. As it spins, let the edges become soft as it gets bigger. And notice which direction it wants to go as it expands. Where is it moving?
To the left.
Follow it left. Hold that trigger. Hold that image. Follow it left. Feel every part of energy moving through that path. As it moves, it gets softer. Where does it go next?
My left chest.
Follow it down into the chest. Let it move through the lungs. Become one with the breath. As it moves, it softens, flows more fluid like water. Where does it want to go?
Out. My hip area.
Visualize it pouring out. What's it look like? What colors? How bright is it? Pouring out, every bit leaving. Let me know when you can feel that it's all gone.
It's gone.
Beautiful. All right, now we're going to come back to that trigger again. And I want you to see if you can recreate that feeling of shame, of however you described it. Can you still feel that feeling?
Yes.
Okay, is it in the same place?
Yes.
And would you give it the same name in terms of the emotion?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let it start spinning again. See that trigger. As it spins, let the edges get soft and expand. Follow which direction it wants to move. It might move the same path. It might follow a different path. Where's it moving?
To the right.
follow it right. And then does it go up or down?
Down.
Follow it down. Which direction down? Where's it going?
Over my right breast.
Follow it down. And then where's it go?
Down to my stomach.
Beautiful. Let it move anywhere it needs to. Let it fill the stomach. Let it get softer and move more fluidly. And then where's it go from there?
Down to my hip.
Follow it down your hip and search for the exit. Getting softer and more fluid. Evaporating. Where does it want to exit?
My thigh.
Feel it pour out. Visualize it. See colors. Hear sounds. Let me know when it's all gone.
It's gone.
Beautiful. Now back to that trigger again, and we're just going to pretend you can feel that same emotion. Feel the edges of it. Let it start spinning. As it spins, it softens and expands. Let it fly through your system really quickly this time. Where's it moving? Go same pattern, straight through the system, moving easy, going straight to that exit, and feel it exiting. Let it all go. Is it gone?
Yes.
Beautiful. Now we're going to come back again. Imagine that sensation again. Still have that emotion connected to that trigger. This time it's going to go even faster. It's going to flow through like air. And begin spinning it. And let it fly through your system. Straight to that exit. Let it all go out. And it's gone. All right, one more time. This time it's going to go through the speed of light. Find that emotion. Imagine that emotion, that sensation. Let it spin and let it fly through your system. And it's gone. Good. Now look at this person. See if you can find any other reactions to their face, to their body, to their words.
No.
Anything else? Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Not even if you tried? Not even if you pretended?
No.
Awesome. And you're done. Good work. So tell me what you experienced.
It was well, before I moved here. I was already here, and then I had gone back to visit. I had gotten into an argument with my aunt, who hated the fact that I had left, and with whom I had left with to move with, and she was just disapproving of the whole thing, and had told me that she hoped that we never had kids. Wow.
And when you think about that now, how does that make you feel?
And now it's just sad that she had said it, because I know she didn't mean it.
Do you feel that sadness? Do you feel sad about it?
I feel more sad that she let herself get so mad and said it, because I know she didn't mean it.
Okay, so But what I'm asking is there any part of you that still feels sad or angry or judged or anything by that memory and by those words?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, close your eyes.
You had to make me do it again.
Yeah, we're not done. We're not done. Hear those words in your head. See whatever's connected to it. See the meaning and tell me where you feel it. Tell me any resistance you have to that thought, to that idea.
It's right here.
Where? Third eye?
Right on in my forehead, right here.
Okay, beautiful. Find it. Find the size and shape of it. And hear the words. See the image. Hold that trigger. Let it start spinning. As it spins, let it get softer and follow whichever direction it wants to move. Where's it going?
It's just like traveling around my brain.
Okay, let it move. And wherever you feel it, that's an edge. Let the edges get softer. As long as it's moving, it's changing. And just follow where else it wants to move. Let it expand. Let it soften. Where's it going?
Around my face.
Let it move all around your face. Let it melt your face. Getting softer. Moving easier. Where's it going?
It's in my chin.
Let it move through your chin. Let it melt your chin. Let it dissolve every part of you as it gets softer. And where's it go? See that trigger? In your heart. Good. Let it spin. Let it spin through every part of your heart. Let your heart feel anything it needs to feel. As that energy moves and gets softer. And where does it need to go? Where's it moving from there?
It's actually going out from here.
Let it exit. Let it move. Let it pour out. Visualize it. See colors, hear sounds. Visualize it as all of that sensation pours out. And let me know when it's gone. Visualize it all draining. Letting go of every connection, letting go of every meaning, letting go of every fear. You don't have to hold on to any of it. Let it all go. Is it gone? Awesome. Come back to that trigger again. Yep, take your glasses off, leave them off. Come back to that trigger again. Is it a meaning? Is it a word? Is it a sentence that makes you feel it, or an image?
Words.
Words. What are the words? You can hear them in your head. Gotta say them. Where do you feel it? Don't get caught up in the meaning. Focus on the sensation. Focus on the feeling. Where do you feel it?
Right here in my throat.
Beautiful. Spin it. You know how it works. Spin it. As it spins, let it get softer. Hold that trigger. Hold those words. and let the sensation move. When the sensation moves, the meaning moves. Where's it want to go? Where's it moving to? Yep. Let your body. Yep. Let your body move any way it needs to. Let yourself make any sounds you need to. Follow it and let it move. Where's it going?
It's right here in my eyeballs.
Spin it. Spin it faster. Let it expand. Follow it. Every sensation is already moving, otherwise we wouldn't sense anything. We want to follow that movement. It knows where it wants to go, it knows where it came in, it knows where it wants to exit. Follow it to the exit. Where is it now?
Leaving
Where?
from here.
Visualize it all pouring out. Everything draining. All the meaning. Any fears. Associations. Let it all empty. Is it gone? Use your breath to get anything else out. Let it go. Remember acceptance. Remember what acceptance feels like, and that's all it takes to release anything is to accept it. Okay? So remembering what acceptance feels like in your body, I want you to breathe. Let your spine float. Remember the feeling of acceptance. And I want you to look at this person. I want you to hear this person. And I want you to accept everything you see, everything you feel, accept it. Accept the meanings. Accept the inflections, the expressions, and let your body relax. Relax. Use your exhale to relax and release. Now go back to your mind's eye, back to that projector. And I want you to look at that person on your projector and see if there's any fear, any attachment, any reactions to that person now. Do you find frames that stick?
No.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
And do you feel any fear, any panic, any anger in your body connected to those images?
No.
Any sadness?
Tired.
Tired. Let your body stretch. Move any way you need to. Need a tissue? So thank you for your willingness to go deep and let yourself feel. Do you regret going deep and letting yourself feel?
Embarrassed.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, there's no reason to ever be embarrassed about emotion. Emotion is real. It's real, and until we allow ourselves to feel it, it's gonna haunt us forever. Not allowing yourself to go to those places and feel what you feel and let your heart burn and let your eyes sprinkle, that is repression, right? And those things that you repress follow you. Like, that's baggage, okay? But as soon as you allow yourself to start seeing them and feeling them and allowing them, there's no energy there to hold it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yes.
And I know that you're going to experience this in your coming experiences with your student at school, Angela.
Yes.
And tell me how your encounters with her shifts, because as your resistance to her shifts, her reactions to you will shift as well.
Yes.
Okay, so please let me know about that. That was beautiful honesty, Deanna, and it's necessary. It's required not just for this program and me helping you, but for your own mental and emotional sanity in life. It's required for you to start tapping into what you're really feeling and be honest about it, and then you won't be tortured by it. Now, as you think back to this, was this your aunt you said?
Yes.
Okay, so as you think back to your aunt for the rest of this week, let me know if there are other things you find that you are reacting to. The process is very simple, and I'll have it in the new version of the Effortless Being ebook. And the process is very simple. You got to find the trigger. You find the thing that makes you feel the emotion the strongest. You identify where in your body you feel it. You picture it spin. As it spins, it gets bigger, and then you follow it. And if it gets stuck, you spin it again, and you follow it. And anything you do that with, if you hold that trigger, that energy is going to keep flowing. And as long as you follow it, you're going to find somewhere that it exits. You do that process again and again until you can't feel that emotion anymore, until you can't even fabricate that emotion. And that's what we tried to refabricate it with you, Angela. And, it's like you couldn't even, pretend. That's how we want to clear these out, so that there's really genuine, we know there's nothing there. And it's not all or nothing. Sometimes we get bits and pieces, and then we got to go back in again. That's fine. You got to be honest with yourself. You got more to clear out. You might need to cry more, harder. There might be things you need to say. There might be ways your body needs to move or convulse to get that energy out, okay? And you got to be willing to let that happen, all right? So if you think that's embarrassing, you ain't seen nothing yet, sister. Wait till we get you doing authentic movement, all right? These stories are going to come through your muscles, through your bones, all right? It's all just letting, it's just letting energy move. That's all it is. Whether we're speaking, whether we're visualizing, whether we're moving, it's all just letting energy move. All right, so that was supposed to be a surface one, Deanna, but that was a pretty deep one that we jumped into there. Angela had a nice surface one with a student, and then we jumped into some deep water with Deanna. So next week, Angela, let's find a deep one for you, something that's been there for a long time, something that's had an effect on you, and we'll go in and we'll do this process the exact same way. And hopefully the other women are able to watch this. And whenever you're doing Emo Trance, you can always do it on yourself. As I'm talking that person through their feelings, you can be doing your own feelings on your own trigger as well. You don't just have to sit there bored. You can literally do the process to yourself anew every time we do it. So we'll go a little bit deeper next week, and then we'll begin to see how these tools can come into daily life as well. So you begin emo trancing things as they happen. Do you guys have any questions about what we experienced, what we changed, how we dealt with emotions this evening?
No, I don't.
It's kind of neat, kind of fun.
Kind
Kind
of
of awesome.
overwhelming.
Say what?
Kind of overwhelming.
Kind of overwhelming. Well, yeah, you went to a really deep one, hon, and I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't know what it was before you started working on it, right? I didn't even ask you what it was. Um, and if it's not finished, tell me, and we can go through the rest of it during the week sometime. Okay. Um, that's those kind of issues cut real deep, and they affect our lives in very, very profound ways. And when we begin to forgive, those experiences, which is what happens when we accept, our patterns have to begin to shift, and they don't know how to shift, and everything feels confusing and discombobulating, right? So allow that to happen this week, and talk to me about what you're feeling, and allow yourself to cry more if you need to cry more. Okay? I think you probably got a lot of that out of the way tonight. You got at least the fear of it out of the way, and the fear of crying makes it so much more overwhelming than it is than if you just let your eyes do what they need to do. They never do it for long, you know? I mean, even if you sob like a little girl at her granddaddy's funeral, it's going to last 3 or 4 minutes, you know? Nobody can move that kind of energy for very long, so don't be afraid of it. It's like being afraid to throw up, right? And like how you feel when you need to vomit, but you know you need to vomit, but it's not pretty. You don't really want to do it around other people, but when it needs to happen, it happens, and you don't care who sees. Like when it needs to happen, it happens, and 100% of the time, you feel better afterwards.
True.
There you go. And that's what emotions are. They're signals from your body to your mind. And it's the body matching the meaning that we've created in the mind. You guys remember we talked about that?
Yes.
All right. So we'll get more into that in session 5 and 6. Very proud of you ladies. Deanna, let me know if you have any fallout, if you're feeling like you're going crazy or something. I don't think it's going to be that hard for you, but you did move and process a lot of emotion and a lot of images, and I bet you're going to have very interesting dreams tonight. Okay, so be sure and tell me about your dreams if they're noteworthy. Oh, and before we go, did you successfully get your cycle to start again whenever you wanted it to?
Not yet, no.
No, so you were on a flow cycle for a long time. You used your intention and you stopped it, but then like it's been stopped for a long time now?
Yes.
How long?
Now it's a month. Now it's been a month.
Okay, so you're just like 1 week over or something?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, well that's not bad. Keep visualizing that calendar. Keep programming your body to start again. And let me know if you don't start this week. I'll do something with you next week.
Okay.
Awesome. Good job, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Play with these techniques this week. When you notice yourself feeling emotional, when you see a trigger pop up, and it could be a trigger current or a trigger in your mind in your past, play with these techniques. Let me know how easily you're able to recreate it. The more times we go through it, the easier it'll be. Bye-bye, ladies. Good work.
I'll have to bring my new computer next week, so this doesn't, I'll bring it in and